So she finds this stuff and decides to make my dream come true. Not a week later, she invites me over to her place and says the roomies are out and I should just let myself in and come and get her. Welcome back to They Did What? Your source for the internet's craziest, most entertaining stories where I go over them, analyze them, and most certainly make fun of them. Today, going to go over a story that's definitely qualifies for this channel. That definitely goes into this, you can't make this SHIT up. The story I'm going to do is not actually a story I found online that was sent to me. This is a personal story sent over to me from one of my subscribers on the SSM channel. But it's so good and so effed up, I had to do it over here. But he gave a title to this, which is quite appropriate, and he titled it, "My Girlfriend Finds My PORN History and Wildly Misunderstands It, and Takes Action on that Misunderstanding and Ruins the Relationship." And what he describes there is pretty accurate. He has this girl, which you're going to see, that it was in college, I think his third year college, junior year. Had a great thing going, was definitely falling for her, not totally falling for her, but on the path. And as it turns out, she did some snooping, as they all do, on his computer, and found his history, the stuff that he is attracted to and likes to look at. And wait till you see what that is. And based on that, she then tries to make that happen in real life, and it goes very badly. She completely misunderstands that. When you see this, good Lord. So I'm going to go through this, guys, and it's tough on here as to say what kind of lesson there could be, but quite simply, there is sometimes things in life there's no going back, and you move on. And how also keep your PORN history under lock and key that nobody can find it. That's all I'm going to say. So it starts off, he says here, "Hey SSM, I love your work. You get some wild stories, and I thought you might enjoy mine. Though I'm not sure what educational value it has, maybe it's just a wild tale." Dude, this falls into the category of wild, and I don't really know much education, but I'll figure it out as I go. The short version, my girlfriend finds my PORN history and wildly misunderstands it. You heard that part. The long version, I'm recently out of college, so this was a couple of years back. I started dating this gal early in my junior year, and we clicked hard. It felt right. I dated around in college, and she was the first one to make me think she might be the one. Smack. There is no such thing as the one, gentlemen. And I know he knows this, but he's talking about his past self here. 8 billion people on the planet. Believe me, there are other people you can click with. But I get it. It's fine. He says, way too early. Obviously, keep your smack, but why waste the time with someone who doesn't give you those vibes? He says, we'll call her B. Yes, for the reason you suspect. B, huh? Okay. Maybe, actually, we can call her C. In the second semester, we've been together for a few months, met each other's families over the holidays, and we're moving right along. Then she got the bright idea to snoop on my laptop and find my kinky side and going through my PORN habits. Well, as the saying goes, curiosity killed the... we had just started chatting about our kinks and our darker urges, but hadn't gotten too deep. I guess she wanted to give me some kind of surprise or something. Here's the thing. Now, listen to this, guys. Now, you're about to hear what she discovers. You're about to hear what he likes to see, and I'll put judgment aside for the sake of this as a video, but, okay. He says here, here's the thing. I like to look at a lot of cuck and cheating PORN. Guys being degraded and embarrassed by some other dude taking their girl and shit like that. Hold your judgment for a second. I'll address that in a moment. Okay, to each their own. But obviously you're going to see he's the guy that want to be the one doing the girl, not the one being disrespected. But watch this. So she finds this stuff and decides to make my dreams come true or some shit. You can see where this is going. Not a week later, she invites me over to her place. Says the roomies are out and I should let myself in and come and get her. I figure she's got some new sexy lingerie or a sex toy, maybe some fuzzy handcuffs. I don't know. Lots of options. We were still very much in the exploratory phase, so it could be anything. I'm all excited naturally. I show up, use my key, and head back to the bedroom. So, guys, what do you think it could be? Is she awaiting him in some, kinky position? Is she wearing a special outfit? Does she have some accessories ready to go? What could it be? Well, I knew what it was before I even read the damn thing. This will be no surprise to you. She was on her knees, bent over, getting plowed from behind by some big athletic type. I'm fit enough, but not built like that. The dude was an absolute unit. As soon as I came in, she started barking out like a POR star. Like barking? Making a big show of it, talking filthy like in those videos. I'm pretty much over the shock now, but at the time, I was kind of effed up. Well, duh. I would be too if I walked in and saw my girl who invited me over to see what I was about to see getting plowed by a guy who was the size of a linebacker and was hung like a rhinoceros. That would shock me too. We actually hadn't said I love yous to each other yet, but I felt like it was days away. Maybe I was 95% in love with this girl, and bam, I got to see all that. She thought this was a good thing. She thought this is her way to reward you and show you what you want to see. She interpreted what she saw as you like being humiliated. Well, one could call this karma, if you will, if you are into the thing where you want to humiliate some guy, because now look what happened to you. But good Lord. I cursed at her and left. I slammed her front door hard enough that I heard something fall off the wall. Before I got back to my place, she was texting me, angry that I ruined her surprise, and telling me she knew that's what I wanted because she saw my POR in history. Now, here's a question. How many of you guys actually believe this, okay? On the one hand, did she actually really think that this is what he was into and wanted to see and would get him excited and all that? Or, on the other hand, or B, this is a perfect way to cheat, whatever. You can't rule out option B given what we know, the stories we hear. Might make sense that if this was true, that she would have talked to him first about this or something instead of this. And she's angry that because he ruined the surprise. Well, what happened is she walked in and saw him plowing some girl. I shut off my phone and curled it up into a bottle of Black Label. Thankfully, it was Saturday, so I could drown the experience away in whiskey. Well, dude, at least you have one hell of a story to share. I'll explain the POR now. I do like that type of stuff, the cuck and cheating videos, because I identify with the bulls, not the cucks. Yeah, we figured that, dude. The thought of taking some other guy's gal and laughing at him really works for me. Well, dude, you're kind of a sick, twisted motherfucker, I'll be honest with you, because I think that's just effed up. Now, here's the thing. There are guys out there that enjoy that, okay? That being said, if everybody's in agreement for this weird shit, where the guy enjoys seeing his girl getting plowed, and she enjoys it, and the guy plowing it, and everybody's happy, okay, that to each their own, but I still think that's fucked up. But still, one could call this situation karma. It's a fantasy, not something I intend to add to my lifestyle. Okay, so it sounds like you haven't done this. I'm an LA 5, Chicago 6 at best, so I'm not an effing bridge troll, but I'm also not the kind of guy to actually live the bull lifestyle. I have zero issues with my confidence. All right, a little bit after that shit show. I know my worth, and I also know I'm not one of those superhero-bodied hunks that gets all the hoo-ha that they want. Yeah, college is where you do the crazy stuff you want to experiment, but I'm content with it being a fantasy. Okay, so it sounds like he's never actually done this. He never partake, and I guess he's never going to do it after this. He says, on Sunday, I wrote me an email explaining how she effed up and that she could pick up her crap anytime. Not like there was much of it, but still. I told her we are done. How could anybody possibly go on past that? There is no way. Even if, let's just say, devil's advocate, truly she was sincere. Her intentions were pure, not pure, sincere. But then again, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Still, there's no going back from that. I told her we were done. How she read the situation exactly backwards, and not to make a greater fool of herself by pleading. This didn't stop her, of course. She hounded me for a couple weeks, ambushing me on campus or at my apartment. Ugly crying and trying to apologize. Girlfriend, it's not going to happen. There's no going back from this, okay? Keep whatever dignity you got left. I can't get the image out of my head. No. Get out of here. Go. Don't come back. I didn't hear any of that noise. I finally had to threaten to tell her parents why I dumped her if she didn't F off. Thankfully, she F'd off. Never heard from her again. I'm all good now. Hell, it's almost funny how out of her goddamn mind that girl was. Tragedy plus time equals comedy, right? I think because we hadn't been together very long, it was easier to detach emotionally. If I invested years into that gal, yikes. Still, that was just about the perfect way to gut me. She couldn't have hurt me anymore if she tried. Damn, dude, I'm glad at least you only been with her for a few months and you weren't with her for years and in love with her and all that, but good Lord. And again, we can go back and forth, round for round, whether it was truly like she thought you were into that and it would excite you, or just her own little effed up way of messing with your head, or I don't know what, or an excuse to cheat. Who knows? I'm out in the world right now working hard and on my grind, dating when I have time and keeping it casual. Good, work on your grind, you're young. I'll find my forever gal someday. Let's not get carried away, my young brother. Watch more of my videos, you might change your mind. I'm a relationship guy, but my eyes are wide open. Like I said, not sure what is teachable about this. You are the professor, so I'll let you work on that. Maybe just some reinforcement that modern gals are batshit crazy. Though I have to say, that was by far the worst I ever met. Outside of me, they were just garden variety crazy. Keep up the good work, sir. Well, bro, that's not a story I'm going to forget anytime soon. I'm sure the audience here won't either, and you obviously haven't forgotten. So, I guess the teachable thing is guard your POR in history like it's Fort Knox. And obviously if a gal crosses the line, kick him to the curb. And yes, there are plenty of batshit crazy gals out there. Good freaking Lord. But I can't begin to imagine she tells you to come on over and you're expecting some freaky stuff. And then you walk in and you see her. Imagine this, guys. Your girlfriend getting plowed and barking like a dog or screaming things, and some dude hung like a rhino is plowing from, you know what I mean? And then she's yelling at you mad because you freaked out. I mean, she actually thought, if that was the case, that this would this is a good one to start the weekend. Anyway, guys, quick one, but that'd be a good one to share for here on a Friday. All right, guys, that is it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this, please. I can't wait to read the comments here. What do you think? Do you think she sincerely thought this is what he wanted? Like really, genuinely thought this would turn him on and excite him? Like she believed what she saw? Or option B, a bunch of bullshit. An excuse to mess with him, cheat, any number of things that we sadly hear quite regularly. A or B? I'd like to hear in the comment section. You just put A or B in the comment section. And I want to see how many people actually buy that she was doing this because she really thought it turned him on. And also, guys, I'd like to hear also if you ever had something happen like, not like this, but something where a gal really misinterpreted what got you excited and all that. I'd like to hear about it in the comment section as well. And be sure to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe. I'll catch you next time.